Why I'm probably not getting married anytime soon. And that's okay. In the comment section down below, tell us your thoughts on this topic. I've got 7 bullet points to discuss and 1 bonus point. So here we go. Number 1, no faults divorce. Thank you, Ronald Reagan. No faults divorce. Marriage is supposed to be forever. It's not supposed to have either spouse easily drop out and not work together in their issues together. Majority speaking, the woman drops out for the most part. So pretty much no faults. At number 1, in no particular order, no faults divorce. Thanks, Reagan. No faults divorce until that's changed. As long as no faults divorce is in place in the 21st century, don't expect most men to get married. No faults divorce, huge issue. That covers everything about no faults divorce. Covers everything about no faults divorce for the most part. Number 2, you look so healthy and youthful. And Frau, you look so right. Number 2, the current and future dating landscape is very bad and very poor. This is often due to dating applications. These dating applications have risen women's ego in negative ways. That pretty much covers everything about the dating landscape of apps and how that's a big part of how people get together in these days in the 2020s. Moving on now to bullet point number 3. I've been rejected by women in their 20s, 30s, and 40s, both online and offline. But it's okay though. It's okay though, because it's our job as the man to approach the woman, not the other way around. So you gotta have at least a few women that are interested, even if so many are not. It's the bright side of things. Next, moving on to bullet point number 4. The current and future state of the world is no environment and/or space to bring up and raise and teach our next children, the children from both genes of both parents get together and have a child that has never been here before and will never ever be back again in the way that child is its own individual. The current and future state of the world in the 2020s of this wild and crazy nonsense is no environment or space to bring up, raise, or teach children. Plus, children are a responsibility well past the age of 18. Moving on now to bullet point number 5. Most women's, not all, but most women's attitudes and likabilities, which also go under compatibility and chemistry, those are 2 added on parts last moment, because this is the first time in a long while that I actually scripted my notes for the project, for the video cast. I don't always script, but I think for something like this, I had to have my ideas down on paper first, and that's why it works in this case. Most women's attitudes and likabilities, compatibility, chemistry, and a whole other kind of factors and things that are important for it to flow and be organic, genuine, and natural, and really, really work in a way that disregard the dog barking. Disregard any dog barking. That in a way connects together in a way that works for those 2 individuals deciding to get together. But yes, disregard that dog. Most women's attitudes and likabilities in the 2020s are not wifey material, if that's what you're looking for. I'm not exactly sure what I'm looking for. All I know is this world's really messed up, and I don't know if it's gonna get better the way the things are constructed and and currently are set at, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully everything will work out itself out with everybody, for everybody, because life is short and we want the world to be better than how we were brought in before we go out. Included in that, on a second note, a 5, and many women are disrespectful to men. Many women disrespect men, whether they are married or not, and sometimes the disrespect, sometimes it's intentional disrespect. Those are points 1 through 5. So let's connect to the next page. And point 6. Most women don't cook for their man, at least as far as I know. Maybe it's not like that. Most women don't cook for their man. I don't mind cooking at times. In fact, sometimes cooking is a lot of fun, and you can make a variety of really neat and really cool food things of all kinds of ways. I've cooked a little bit in my day. I don't mind. Most women don't cook for their men. I don't think so. I don't know. Do they? I don't mind cooking at times, but it would be appreciated if we all cooked together. Instead of just going out somewhere to eat all the time. They just want you to spend money outside at places instead of just getting some stuff from the grocery store and making something homemade together. Homemade often tastes better than at another place, but it could go either way. But cooking is very essential, and cooking is something that both genders should know how to do. And point number 7, before we get to the bonus, last point number 7, and most likely most important, and most really something that has to be a thing for this to work, and for it to be something that even happens in the first place, if it's gonna really be something that has to be in order, no question, no ifs, ands, or buts, being born Jewish, living Jewish, and dying Jewish, while still single. If and only if I was ever to get married, it would have to be to another Jew, to a biologically born, whose mother's Jewish, and whose mother's Jewish, and whose mother's Jewish, the grandmother. Though ideally, hopefully, the dad's side is also Jewish as well. But the woman's mother's Jewish, and her mother's Jewish, as possibly all down the lineage line. Most important, for sure, no doubt, at least at the moment of this recording, moment of this recording, no single Jewish women are interested in me that I know of, and there's no kids that I know of that I have. I don't think so. Who knows? Maybe some kids are around that the girls didn't tell me about. I don't know. But yeah, it's most important, no single Jewish women are interested in me in that time, and I would only consider seriously marrying another Jew, another member of the tribe. Sorry, all you shiksas. I'm sorry, all you Gentile shiksas. You can have me while I'm single, but when I'm married, it's got to be to a Jewish woman. Oh yes, there's no question. So the Shiksha Gentiles, get at me while you can. Oh yes. And now for a bonus bullet point, point 8, eighth bonus point. Bachelors seem to be a lot happier and satisfied. Bachelors seem to be a lot happier and satisfied in life than married men do. I'm sure there's some sort of reason for that, but that seems to be the case for the most part. And that's points 1 through 7, and a really terrific and all right-ish type bonus point at that last thing I just said. And that, excuse me, and that is all I've got for you for now. That is all I've got for you for now. If you made it this far, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe as well. Like button and subscribe. And thank you for listening if you made it to this point. Everybody dance and and have a good time. This is Millennial Man Motions Entertainment, LLC, also known as Benito Juarez, the heavy-hitting Hebrew. Benito Juarez, the heavy-hitting Hebrew, the man, the myth, and the legend. The one and only Beanie Boy is now a Beanie Man. Everybody dance and have a good time. This is Millennial Man Motions Entertainment, LLC, signing out. Oh, neshama, be'erei yechuda, uvrachutzot, Yerushalayim. Oh, neshama, be'erei yechuda, uvrachutzot, Yerushalayim. Kotzatzon ve'kot simcha, kochatan ve'kol kala, kotzatzon ve'kot simcha, kochatan ve'kol kala. Yadadai, 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 yadadai. Oh, neshama bright. Shalom.